All right. Welcome to Tarqaron. My name is Zach, and this is...
Alec.
And today we're going to be watching Epic Rap Battles of History, in which I've seen every one of that, and Alec has seen some here and there, but he's studied history.
I have.
All right. Last time we watched Frank Sinatra versus Freddie Mercury.
Yep. It was a good one.
It's a good one. Here we're taking a little bit of a turn, and we're going to...
Actual history?
2012. Barack Obama versus Mitt Romney.
Okay.
Here we are.
Oh boy. It was funny. I was actually just trying to figure out, because I couldn't remember for the life of me. I was like, who was Mitt Romney's running mate in 2012? And it was like, that's Paul Ryan. Mm-hmm. Like, he was the Speaker of the House. I couldn't remember that. Mm-hmm. That shows you how memorable of a campaign that was.
All right, politics, baby. All right, we
got this.
We don't need to be too political about it. We can just break it down, objectively speaking.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we all. So did this? So I'm assuming this was prior to the actual election day. Okay.
Like for the election year.
So I mean, it's obvious who won the actual election. Mm-hmm. Barack Obama got a second term. It's rare for sitting presidents these days to not get two terms.
Crossing my fingers.
Yeah, so Mitt Romney was the Republican candidate. He was going up with Paul Ryan. I don't even remember what the primary was like that year. It was probably insane, as it always is. I think Ron Paul. I want to say Ron Paul ran again that year. So, yeah. I think he did. I think that was his last time. He ran, but I don't remember like anything else. I mean, Sarah Palin could have run. I don't honestly don't remember. McCain and Palin were the candidates in 2008. I don't think they were I don't think they were anywhere to be seen this time around. Mitt was kind of the golden boy, the goody two shoes of the Republican Party at this time. So, and yeah, so. He lost. Yeah. They didn't really stand a chance, unfortunately. I think that's I mean, I don't really know much else to speak of.
Barack Obama was the president, yes.
And Barack Obama was the sitting president. And as we all know, he spent his full 2 terms. And I'm trying to think, like, one big thing I remember during this time was the huge controversy about Mitt Romney was about having a dog on top of his car or something.
Oh, really?
There was that thing about like the dog left on top of his car or something. There was some like nonsense about that. Like, oh, he's a horrible person. It's just like, he's just what? He's just a Mormon.
He was a Mormon. That was a big thing. I would need to hear the full context on a dog sitting on the car, though, for sure.
I don't remember the full context myself. I just remember that from that, it was the media painted him as like this supervillain, basically.
Yeah. It
was like, how he's doing these horrible things to you. How can you trust him to do anything? That's like, what does this have to do with policies? Politics is a lot of the time about emotions. It's not always about policies, unfortunately.
We're going to be objective about this.
Well, we got to try to be.
We're going to be civil about this.
That's what we're here to be. That's what we're here to be.
All right, so we're going to watch it. Then we're going to come back and break down each line by line.
So I will say, this one is a possibility. This is one I've seen. But unlike some of the other ones, I don't remember seeing it. So this is going to be probably just as new to me now as it was when I first saw it, if I saw it.
Right.
So. Hey, there he is.
We all know what went down in that 2008 election. You're a decent politician with a winning complexion. You're all Barack and no bite, but no change, and we're all still hoping that you'll shut your mouth like Guantanamo Bay to both open. You're from the Windy City where you're looking pretty with your blowhards, but come January you'll be left evicted and with no job. Raw rhymes stronger than my jawline when I spit a phrase, knocking you harder than front doors in my old mission days. You see the silver spoon, this the mass out of debt. Took you 4 years to drop unemployment down below 8%.
was a great man. You must be what's left. Need to stop hating on gays. Let them teach you how to dress. You got the mama jeans and a Mr. Fantastic face. So rich and white, it's like I'm running against a cheesecake. Republicans need a puppet and you fed. Got their hands so far up your rear, call you Mitt. I'm the head of state. You're like a head of cabbage. About to get smacked by my stimulus package. You're a bad man with no chance. You can't even touch me. I got 4 more years. 2 terms in the White House. Just trust me. I hope you saved your best rhymes for the second half. Because right now, I'm 47% for kicking your ass.
Whatever. That 40% thing got you real mad. What did it remind you how many decent parents you had?
Look, I respect our religions, but it might get crazy. If the White House is a first, second, and a third lady.
Ha! Don't bring up wives, man. What are you doing? You got hitched to the female version of Patrick Ewing.
Let me be clear. Don't get it twisted. We'll see how pretty your face is after my face has kissed it.
You're a stuttering communist.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're stupid.
You're stupid.
Nuh-uh.
I have the power invested in me by the giant Baldberg. The president.
Okay.
The shiniest of 2 turds. You. I want to like you. Don't talk about change to do it. I thought what was on my radar. Tell our body went through it. And you, money man, you're a pancake. You flip-flopping it. It's a country, not a company. You can play like Monopoly. I'll probably reach across the aisle and bitch smack you as equals. I'm the people, by the people, for the people. Ego.
Okay, I definitely had seen this one.
Yeah.
It was getting really familiar with Barack Obama. Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, I definitely saw that one. It was starting to get really familiar when Obama came in with all that. And then I was like, okay, I probably saw this. And then when Abe Lincoln came in, I was like, okay, I've seen this.
Yeah.
Because of the people, for the people, by the people, Eagle was like, I remember that was like a statement that people used to used to say in college. So yeah, definitely saw that one.
Yeah, it was super viral. 148 million views.
It was a classic.
Yeah. So, Mitt Romney was played by Epic Lloyd. Barack Obama was played by Alpha Cat, who does a lot of Barack Obama like parodies and impressions. He's really good, actually. And then Nice Peter was Abraham Lincoln.
One amazing thing about the backing on the Barack Obama was the fact that you could hear him doing the in the background, like it's like I was just chuckling because of that. That's amazing.
So how are you feeling? Who won?
Oh, Abe Lincoln.
Oh, that's cheating.
It is cheating. Man, I mean, Abe Lincoln obviously wins, but between the actual battle, I mean, that stimulus package joke is pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Obama, I think, was kind of bringing it in pretty strong. I think they were pretty evenly matched. It's sort of tough to say. Yeah, I'm siding with Obama on this one, but
okay. I'm not gonna let this battle be dictated by facts. I'm rich. I got fat stacks and super PACs.
He was a wealthy man.
Well, he was known for that. He was known for it.
Mm-hmm.
We all know what went down in that 2008 election. You're a decent politician with a winning complexion.
So it was like, well, Obama was a relative unknown in the political scene. He had done some things politically. I mean, he was a senator in Illinois, but it was a mostly unproven kind of thing. He'd only really done that, and I think he was only 2 years into that term when he ran. I want to say something like that. So yeah, it was kind of that was kind of what was used by the other side is like they're sort of bringing up because he's an attractive face of this party, which has been just like a bunch of old white dudes,
right,
for most of the last 30 years. So to have somebody who was younger and a black man, obviously the opposition was saying you're just hoisting him up on the pedestal so that you guys can win. So, make of that what you will. But
All right, you're all Barack and no bite. Been no change, and we're all still hoping that you'll shut your mouth. But like Guantanamo Bay, they're both open.
right, that was a campaign promise in 2008 that he was going to close Guantanamo Bay, and that didn't happen.
You're from the Windy City where you're looking pretty with your blowhards, but come January you'll be left evicted and with no job.
Yeah, I don't really like that line. It's okay, but it's like, yeah.
Raw rhymes stronger than my jawline when I spit a phrase, knocking you harder than front doors in my old mission days.
That made me laugh.
Yeah.
That must. I don't really remember Mitt Romney's like backstory, you could say, but I mean, he grew up Mormon. He is a Mormon still to this day. Yep. See, this is the thing. This is the reason why I wanted him to win. I was joking in college would be like, because Mormons have to wear, they have undergarments that protect them. So I always like was like, is there just gonna be that joker in the back row being like, Mr. President, are you wearing your holy underwear?
Yeah. So
you better watch out. It's like, yeah. So
I guess he knocked on doors, campaigning for Mormon Church in his youth.
Yeah, probably the Latter-day Saints. I mean, yeah. Well, of course, that makes sense. Yeah, the Latter-day Saints often come and knock at your door. Hello. Hello.
All right,
my name is.
You see this silver spoon? This dug mass out of debt. Took you 4 years to drop unemployment down below 8%.
So yeah, that was a big thing he did for Massachusetts back in the day.
Yeah. And I heard that in the making of this battle, originally it was like you still didn't drop unemployment down below 8%, but they actually dropped below 8% like while they were making the rap battle, so they had to change it. The line. You feel that, Barry? You're old news. Everyone's having doubts, and your rhymes are as weak as this economy that you've done nothing about. Call me a vicious businessman because Romney's stealing this race. I'll go Bain Capital and your donkey ass restructure your face.
Remind me, Bain Capital is so familiar. Like, I mean, I know that was like a huge deal, but I don't remember exactly the details of that.
It's a venture capital firm started by Mitt Romney. He left the company in 1999 to become CEO of the 2002 Winter Olympic Games in Salt Lake City.
Okay. Okay, so it was a big thing, but it was a venture capital thing
he just
that
liked
he
to
did.
restructure companies and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what Mitt Romney liked to do. All right, that was Mitt Romney's first verse. Barack Obama. They say your father was a great man. You must be what's left. Need to stop hating on gays. Let them teach you how to dress. You got the mama jeans and a Mr. Fantastic face. So rich and white, it's like I'm running against a cheesecake. I don't know much about Mitt Romney's father, honestly.
No, I don't. Not me either. I do know that. Yeah, I mean, you could argue this was the election against the two older, good-looking guys of the Republican Party. I guess you could say that about Mitt Romney. I think some pundits did used to say something about like he's just a beautiful man. I was like, I mean, okay, that doesn't tell me anything. You could look like Adonis and be the worst human being ever.
Republicans need a puppet and you fit. Got their hands so far up your rear, call you Mitt. Like that.
Hey there, Mitt. I like that. That's fun.
I'm the head of state. You're like a head of cabbage. About to get smacked by my stimulus package.
I like that. That's fun. That's a funny one. I like that.
Yeah, so the stimulus package was introduced by Obama for the economic recession, right? You're a bad man with no chance. You can't even touch me. I got 4 more years. 2 terms in the White House. Just trust me. I hope you saved your best rhymes for the second half, because right now I'm 47% through kicking your ass.
And that 47% was...
Okay, let me see. On May...
Again, this is a timely thing that I don't really remember.
On May 2012, Mitt Romney's campaign held a fundraiser in Florida, An anonymous person, probably waitstaff, secretly videotaped part of the event. One donor asked Romney about his campaign strategy, and he answered with the following. There are 47% of the people who will vote for the president no matter what. All right, there are 47% who are with him, who are dependent upon government, who believe that they are victims, who believe the government has a responsibility to care for them, who believe that they are entitled to health care, to food, to housing, to you name it. That's an entitlement. The government should give it to them, and they will vote for this president no matter what. And I mean, the president starts off with 48, 49. He starts off with a huge number. These are people who pay no income tax. 47% of Americans pay no income tax. So our message of low taxes doesn't connect.
What are you talking about?
So he'll be out there talking about tax cuts for the rich. My job is not to worry about those people. I'll never convince them that they should take personal responsibility and care for their lives. What I have to do is convince the 5 to 10% in the center that are independents, that are thoughtful, to look at voting one way or the other, depending upon, in some cases, emotion, whether they like the guy or not. That it is.
Yeah, 47% of Americans don't pay income tax. What? Okay,
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
Mitt
Cool.
Romney, whatever. That 40% thing got you real mad. What did it remind you? How many decent parents you had? Is that I didn't even know anything about Obama's parents.
I feel like he
He just grew up with one parent, apparently.
I possibly I don't remember. I can't remember. I'm not overly like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where like I don't know what like Bernie's parents were like. I don't know what Trump's family was like.
Well,
other than I guess he inherited.
You got a small loan.
It.
All right?
You got a small loan. That's right. Yeah.
Look, I respect all
Bloomberg.
religions, but it might get crazy if the White House has a first, second, and a third lady.
Making a Mormon joke. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. Mormon wives.
Don't bring up wives, man. What are you doing? You got hitched to the female version of Patrick Ewing.
And I remember
Come on.
I remember this line. That line makes me laugh because a lot of critics of Michelle often focus on her more masculine features, like her biceps. She's a strong lady.
She is.
But
Patrick Ewing.
That always.
He's got that scrunched face. All right. Let me be clear. Don't get it twisted. We'll see how pretty your face is after my fist is kissed it. You're a stuttering communist. Oh, yeah? Well, you're stupid. You're stupid. Yeah. So, and then Abraham Lincoln comes in. By the power invested in me by this giant ball bird, the president shall not be the shiniest of two turds. You, I want to like you. Don't talk about change, just do it. I fought for what was on my brain until a bullet went through it. And you, moneybags, you're a pancake, you're flip-floppity. It's a country, not a company. You can play like Monopoly. I'll properly reach across the aisle and bitch smack you as equals. Of the people, by the people, for the people, eagle. So, it's just interesting looking back on this because at this time they were talking about how the president should not be the shiniest of two turds. And it was like, wow, look at these awful candidates we have here. And then
it's like, oof. I mean, that was 26. That was 100%. That was 2016 right there. In a nutshell.
So, I mean, Abraham Lincoln touches on a couple of the big criticisms they get. So, how Barack Obama talked about change but didn't do much, and how Mitt Romney was criticized for flip-flopping about a lot of topics and for, being the rich guy trying to treat it like a company.
Yeah.
So, all right. Who do you think won? I'd say I would agree with Barack Obama.
Yeah, Barack Obama. It definitely confirmed. He had the funnier lines, the more.
I mean, he's got a good delivery too. He's got the guy who.
I think with doing with having the in there and making it like it still flow even with the stuttering.
Yeah.
It was great.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right.
Indeed.
Stay tuned. Next week we'll carry on to the next one. All right.
Of the people, by the people, for the people, eagle.
Indeed.